Well, that was a weird sound.
Yeah, it was.
How'd I do that?
What was that?
I have no idea. I don't know.
That was weird.
It's like I turned the can into a kazoo or something. Welcome to We Need Wrestling.
You should start doing that.
I should. I should sell can kazoos.
Kanzoos? Yeah.
No.
You can have that one for free.
Yeah, I've been having a hard time keeping beverages in my mouth when people make me laugh, so be careful.
Have you? Why? What'd you do? What happened?
I don't know. Michelle made me laugh yesterday. I just spit fucking Kool-Aid everywhere.
Hey, man. It happens.
It does. It does.
Happens.
Well, like I said, welcome to We Need Wrestling.
Hey.
I'm DJ. That's Brett.
Hey.
How are you, pal?
I'm good. How are
Good.
you?
I'm good.
I'm ready to rock.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
You ready to roll? You ready to lose control?
I'm ready for impatient for some reason.
Yeah, you're like rocking back and forth.
Yeah, like literally rocking. Like,
yeah.
I didn't do any energy drinks or anything. It's just
right. It's early again.
Natural,
so
man.
Gonna be another early release from us because we can.
Yeah, yeah. Because we're two grown adults that can do what we want.
If you're listening to this on any time but Thursday night or evening, that doesn't matter to you.
Yeah. Do we want?
But that being said, yeah, we're gonna have another early release. So
yeah. How are you, man?
I'm good, buddy. I don't think anything's going on really, anything out of the ordinary.
No.
We got a big weekend coming up. Obviously, this is the go home show to Mania weekend.
Big weekend.
Which is a massive weekend in professional wrestling.
You know what, man?
The most potentially expensive weekend.
That's the right way to say it. It could be a very expensive weekend.
It can be, yes.
And hey, a year from now, Philadelphia.
Yeah, right.
You know.
Yeah, that'll be the real most expensive weekend in wrestling. I got to start making money.
Oh, start selling ass.
I got to start going with you to the casinos. What I got to start doing. That's what I got to start doing.
Brother, man.
Rub some of that luck off. That won't happen. I'll lose all the money you make.
Oh, we can't have that.
Just transfer from my pocket. What I really should do is just go to the casino with you and just give you my money.
Just like, here you go, sir.
Here you go.
Here's
It's what happens. I don't even have to waste the energy of pulling the bandit. Like, it's just what it is.
I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Good.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Granted, whatever. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun. I'll say that much.
So,
your boy's blowing.
So I guess up front, not a huge week in wrestling because internationally everybody's traveling.
Yeah,
everybody's flying over here this week.
Travel week.
Did you see who showed up at the LA dojo, like the New Japan Strong training facilities?
Was it Tanahashi?
Tanahashi was working out with Suzuki.
Yeah,
Tanahashi went to dinner with Nakamura.
Aww.
Who's not on Mania at all.
Nakamura, I don't think has been on WWE TV since before the Muda match.
Right, yeah, they're holding it against them, I guess.
I mean, hey, if they're paying him and he's surfing,
right, who cares? It's just funny that like all these Japanese wrestlers are over here to wrestle and Nakamura isn't.
That's cool.
But yeah, Suzuki showed up to train, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, everybody's over here. Tokyo Joshi Pro has shows, us show, DDP has shows. DDP has shows, right? That's what I said.
Yes, DDP.
I meant it.
Okay.
It's DDP versus. The spoiler. He's joining Pheromones.
God!
This week, it's going to be the big surprise.
Cool.
I got the
Dally's tank.
I got the inside information that we're all going to see Diamond Dallas Page's 63-year-old butthole.
I'm sure you were inside. You saw everything inside of him.
I sure did. I know what he had for breakfast. DDT, Tokyo Joshi Pro,
Kimberly Page,
New Japan.
There's a lot of shit happening.
Everybody. So that's why this is going to be a little bit of a weirder show, I think.
I don't think it'll be weird.
Not weird, but like we're going to talk about things a little bit more than we normally do, more things than we normally do in one aspect.
Okay.
And then less things internationally.
Yeah, which is funny because on Final Wrestling Place, Tim was like, he kind of broke it down where he's like, we're kind of like the international show of the network.
Uh-huh.
They're like the WWE show of the network, and add on some more like the AEW show of the network. Okay. And then this week we're like, not much international going on.
There's really not.
There wasn't.
But we're still going to cover what we can. Yeah. I guess we'll get in the news, right?
Yes. So
I have two pieces of news, kinda. One has since been debunked by someone, but I wanted to bring it up anyway.
What's that?
Jeff Jarrett turning down Beaten OC.
I saw that. Yeah,
and somebody debunked it and said that's not true.
Derek Sabato.
Derek Sabato said it. That's fine. But I was like, that good for Jarrett because he doesn't need it. And OC's run is God. He's the most defenses in the whole company of any title.
He's the workhorse, man.
Right. He's their number one babyface.
Yeah,
what
what
do you have, pal?
I just have two people that got announced for the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Number one. Tim White.
Timmy White, baby. I was really excited when I saw this.
Yeah, real cool. Going in with like the Warrior
Award, yeah.
Which, whatever the fuck you want about the Ultimate Warrior. When he first talked about like this award at his Hall of Fame induction, this seemed like what it was kind of more meant for was the people like behind the scenes and not just like And listen, the people they've given it to, great things, great charity things. Sure, I'm not taking anything away from that.
Completely warranted and respect. Yes,
but this was like more in the spirit of it.
Timmy White is, I think he's a guy that is sort of. I think a lot of people might have been like, who to this, because he hasn't been around in so long.
Around a long time.
But Timmy's super fucking important. That's Andre the Giant's legitimate best friend.
Yeah.
And the guy, like, referee, drove Andre everywhere, but did a lot of stuff behind the scenes. A super important guy who gets, like, none of the fucking credit. Yeah. And I think, is he the first ref?
First ref going in.
The Hebners ain't going in for stealing T-shirts. So, that's awesome.
First ref going in.
I just like I don't know what family he has or who's going to accept it for him or anything. But I feel really good about it. Like Timmy White's was a really sweet guy, and
I think it's awesome.
Just a good dude, good pick.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I remember that one Hell in a Cell where he like completely blew his shoulder out when he took a bump.
Yeah.
Then those really weird like suicide vignettes.
Oh shit! Yeah,
do you remember those?
I do.
Man?
Yeah,
how fucked up they were.
Yes, insane.
Those will like never get mentioned ever again.
No. They're gonna cut those out of the Timmy White highlight reel.
Like, I kind of like want to go back on SmackDowns on Peacock and see if they're even on there.
Yeah,
because that's some super dark shit, man. But yeah, good for Tim White.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
For sure.
And yeah, I can't think of anybody else going on.
No, you can't think of anybody else? You know why you can't think of anybody else?
Oh, because I have Time White written down. Tim's stepbrother, Time White.
You can't think of anybody else because we mentioned who else was going in the Hall of Fame, I don't know, a month ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
People can deny it all they want. I had the in-line, I had the inner information, I had the behind the scenes, I got the Iggy, I got tipped off. I predicted the future.
You're just a regular Brian
Alvarez. We scoop and booped on everybody. Everybody. Stacy Keibler going in the Hall of Fame.
Miss Hancock.
And you know what? I'll say deserving.
Sure.
Keibler was around for a long time. And from a non-greasy perspective, she was the Duchess of Dudleyville. She was around. She was always involved in a lot of things and was a big staple.
Yeah,
and really parlayed wrestling into fame beyond wrestling. Sure. Right? Yeah, she dates George Clooney, and she has become a little bit bigger and not just known for just wrestling. On a Grease side. I don't know that there's a better pair of legs maybe in the history of the world. So, those went all the way up, if you know what I mean.
Oh boy. Stacey Keibler, I have vivid memories of commercial break of WCW Nitro at the arena in Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah.
And that's when they had the DJ booth when it was was it DJ Scribble or DJ Who Kid? I forget who it was.
No.
And she got in the cage and started dancing. And so this was 2000, so I would have been 10 going on 11 that year.
Cool.
And I just remember, feeling a certain type of way.
Right.
And then I remember my Uncle Rick yelling out, "I don't give a fuck if my wife divorces me. I will do whatever I can to get with that woman." The Miles men.
There you go.
The few, the proud.
Well, I'll tell you the thing that popped in my head is not directly Stacy Keibler related, but a thing my dad told me when I was a young man. He sat me down. He said, "Son, the only problem with a great pair of legs is they always go up and make an ass out of themselves." So,
dad humor. Oh God. But yeah, good for her.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
Yeah,
sure. I think we've talked about it here before. I think the women's side of the Hall of Fame is running kind of thin.
I agree.
But Stacey's a good pick. Next year, fingers crossed for Victoria
or Bull Nakano.
Or Bull Nakano, right? Since we're branching out internationally,
Bull should be there,
right? Let's talk a little business, but we scooped and booped everybody.
Good for them.
You're gonna hear other podcasts. You're gonna see other Twitter accounts saying that we were tricked. That I was tricked by an old graphic. That this, that, and the other thing, and they saw it too. They didn't say anything because they knew better. Well, I'll tell you what. We said it and we were right. And the winners write the history books. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong about
That's
that.
what it is.
Yeah. So I don't have anything else.
I got nothing. No, I got nothing else news wise.
No.
Other than as we record this, today has been fucking bonkers for action figures.
Well, yeah.
But we don't need to litigate that here. There might be another podcast or two that goes over that stuff.
I mean, we'll talk during the weekly purchase.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but there's not I'm not going to run the whole game.
Right. Just go look.
My God.
It's fucking insane. They've showed stuff that's not coming out for another year and a half.
Yeah, that's true.
Cuckoo beans shit. So, but
God,
yeah,
can't wait.
I have nothing else news wise.
No, me neither, man. So we'll get into the wrestling, I guess, right?
Let's talk domestic wrestling, buddy.
So I have one thing from SmackDown.
I watched all the SmackDown.
I did not.
And by all, I mean I fast-forwarded through a lot of it, but it was on my TV at one point. It was just 12 times the speed. That counts.
Yeah, I did not watch all. I watched a segment.
Okay, well, let me just run this down. I'll run down what I have here.
Okay.
So the SmackDown is a 2-hour television show.
Yes, it is.
And it's not the go-home show to Mania because that's this Friday, tomorrow night as we record this.
WrestleMania SmackDown,
right.
as they call it.
But it's still a pretty important show.
Yeah.
There are 4 wrestling matches in the 2 hours of this television show.
Yeah.
One of which went 3.5 minutes. Not a great piece of television. And I haven't watched SmackDown in a really long time, but I knew we needed content. So this is really interesting because everything is talking segments on SmackDown. And I don't know if WWE is that way all the time. Probably, right? I've watched more Raw recently than I have SmackDown.
That's a shame.
But this isn't winning any awards here. But we get Cody beating one guy from the Imperium.
Oh, Ludwig Kaiser.
There you go.
Marcel Bartel.
Right. And then afterwards, Heyman comes out and cuts a promo on him. Says he owes Cody an apology and makes fun of the entrance. They're the announcer at the beginning, and
I did
does
watch
his
this. Yes,
Cody Rhodes thing and whatever. So they're building that. I guess Cody needs some tune-up matches before Mania. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that was a thing. Charlotte Flair comes out and cuts a promo.
So I didn't watch this, but I saw somebody say the crowd was booing her a bit.
Yes. So
cool.
I had seen. So Charlotte's a babyface, and I saw her comeback promo from a few weeks back because she was out with an injury or whatever. Well, I don't know if she explode another boob or something. I don't know. But she's so unnatural as a babyface, so it all feels forced, and she's trying to be happy-go-lucky, and so she comes out to do her shtick here. And she's trying to be her happy, aren't you? Everyone, I know you're all so glad to see me, but she's not saying it in a heelish way. She's actually trying, being positive about it all, which is super unsettling because she's on her 14th face, and it just is. And I don't, she looks fine, but every time she comes back, she's got a little more done.
Yeah.
And it's just what it is. It's unfortunate that she feels she needs to, but she cuts this promo, and they start booing her, and they start giving her the old what.
Oh, did they really?
And she goes, "Are you whatting me right now?" I think that was her that said that. But anyway, she says a thing in this promo, and she says, which I think is hilarious, but again, not a babyface thing. She says, "Some of you may like me, some of you may not like me, but you all need to learn to love me because diamonds are forever, and so is Charlotte Flair."
Oh man, come on!
And I was like, "Oh, okay, we're just taking." Right, even more from your old man. Cool. So yeah, that whatever. And then we get Ray versus LA Knight in a Rey Mysterio tune-up match.
Hey, guess what match I watched? I watched this one.
There you
go.
Yeah. I don't know why Ray Ray's getting a tune-up match against LA Knight.
Well, it wasn't a tune-up match.
Well, I guess it's not a tune-up match, but like...
Because coming into this, he had no match at WrestleMania.
Oh, right, that's true. He didn't have a match coming into this. But I was like, oh, poor LA Knight, like, just going to get beat by Ray Ray for no reason. It could have been anybody there. Didn't need to be LA Knight.
This is LA Knight's game.
Yeah. Yeah. And the match is what it is. LA Knight gets the win, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Because Ray leaves or disqualified or Dominic does something.
Yeah. Dominic Mysterio.
And then Ray's leaving and Dom gets on the microphone and starts running down his mom and his sister. And he's like, my dad's a deadbeat and you're a deadbeat too because you let him be a deadbeat, so that makes you a deadbeat and whatever. And then like his sister gets in his face, and then his mom grabs the microphone out of his hand and says Dom, and he grabs it back. He's like, Mom, shut up. And that's when Ray comes and whoops his ass.
It was awesome.
And then Ray says,
fucking awesome.
It was great. I was super excited. Like everybody's been waiting for it, right? And like, I don't know if I don't think they put the stipulation. I wouldn't be surprised if this SmackDown before Mania they put the career stipulation on the end of it.
So
for Ray to retire.
So Tim and Marcus brought up a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Backlash is in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
What if you did like a hair versus mask, and also like Ray's career's on the line?
Okay.
That'd be kind of wild.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let him take off the mask on WWE television for once. Reveal those horns that he's
right. He's still got those horns, right? Because those were dermal implants.
Yes, as we all know.
Did K-Dog ever agree to put him into the Hall of Fame? Have they ever come to an agreement?
I don't know. You probably have to listen to Conan's podcast.
That ain't fucking happening. So the funny thing about this though, for me, is that Ray beats up Dom, like hits him.
It was great.
And then gets on the microphone and says, "You made me hit you," and I was like, he did.
Made him hit him.
He did. And then you don't disrespect your mother that way. And yeah, he beats him up.
It was great.
And it's awesome. And like, Dom does a really good sell here.
I was literally just going to say, Dom sold it so good.
Dom might be the best chicken shit heel in wrestling.
He as a chicken shit heel, I like it.
And I know we had started the discourse a bunch of weeks ago. Then like Ed got involved from Pod Van Dam, and Joe had brought it up to him, like, or maybe it was Jonas when he was on about how it was when Jonas or not Jonas, Pat, whoever was the fuck was on. Listen to that, that's wrestling, and they were like, he doesn't get the like tough guy prison Dom, and like, it's supposed to be a rib, like you just have to lock in and realize that's what they're doing.
It's got to go with it, man.
But like, he's doing a really good job of the chicken shit heel stuff. I think when did was it here or was it last week when Dom said, "I wish Eddie was my father"?
Oh, I didn't hear him say that.
Yeah, he said that. Well, he said, "I wish Eddie was my real father." One of these past weeks.
Oh boy.
And he's got the Eddie haircut. Like they're really playing into that.
Yeah.
He says it on Raw. That's why.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I thought this was a cool segment, and you get the match, and I think that match has a lot of potential. You know, because like conceivably they had chemistry. I don't know how Dom is as a wrestler. I've seen him wrestle. I don't know if he's gotten any better. But if you need a wrestler to walk you through a match to be good,
it'll be Ray.
You could pick it way worse than Ray. So yeah. So I like this. I thought this was a good. I thought this was a cool segment, awesome. And like actually did get me like excited for something on Mania. So
yeah. Did you watch anything else for SmackDown?
I did. So the next up we get I don't know what the WrestleMania Showcase qualifier match or something. I don't know what the fuck they're calling them.
It's so.
Xia Li and Lacey Evans. You can take a guess at who loses this one. Versus Shotzi and Natty Neidhart.
Oh, I saw. They won, didn't they?
Yeah, this match went 3.5 minutes. Xia Li didn't even get an entrance.
Is this the one where I saw the clip where Lacey forgot to tag out?
Probably. Yeah, she fucking stinks.
Yeah.
But Shotzi and Natty came out together in the tank, so whatever. And so they're just entered the tag team fracas that's happening on the pre-show.
Just a bunch of random people thrown together.
Right. And then I did watch Gunther versus Butch.
How was that?
It's good.
Yeah?
It's like, because I was looking up SmackDown. So here's the thing that happened to me with SmackDown, because I didn't watch SmackDown until like maybe last night or the night before.
Okay.
But I had seen, like, I saw the Ray and Dom thing on Twitter. I saw something else on Twitter. I saw Charlotte's thing on Twitter. And I'm watching SmackDown, and I'm like, did I pick the wrong one on my DVR? Is this from 2 weeks ago? Because a lot of this is very familiar to me.
Yeah.
Oh, and the KO Sammy segment that main evented.
Oh, yeah.
Where Sammy gets the WrestleZania T-shirt. I was like, I saw this on Twitter. I was like, did I pick the wrong SmackDown? So I went online and looked for the card, and realized I was right. And this was a highly rated match. It was win like 8 minutes or something. But they beat the shit out of each other. So they did it was a contract signing for McIntyre, Gunther, and Sheamus.
Okay, yeah.
And McIntyre was there. They had the table, and Gunther came out, and the Brawling Brutes came out, and Gunther's like, I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to beat you. Nothing's a problem. And then he like points at Ridge Holland. He's like, I would beat you. And then he looks at Butch. He's like, and you wouldn't even stand a chance. And Butch jumps off the table onto Gunther.
Oh, Butch.
And Gunther like throws him off, grabs the table, and throws it out of the ring almost into the crowd.
Yeah.
And Adam Pearce is in the corner. And Gunther gets in his face, and they zoom in real close. He's like, I want this match now. And they start it right there.
Good.
And it's good. They beat the shit out of each other because that's what those two guys do.
That's what they should do.
And so it was a good match. And then that was your last wrestling match of the night, because the last 15 minutes of the show was Sammy and KO being buddies.
Yeah.
Running back their whole
being friends,
history and all that shit. So, but yeah, I mean, that's it for SmackDown. I don't think it was a good show.
Yeah.
I don't know how people like WWE actively. The WWE actively. Because I don't get it. Maybe I'm just not locked in because I haven't watched in a long time.
I'm sure that has something to do with it.
But like, we'll wait till after Raw till I say what I'm going to say. Because that's conceivably next.
Yeah, you're going to have to run this down too.
Okay.
I had it on in the background.
I only watched half of Raw.
Okay. So,
but I have a lot of notes.
I did see Becky Lynch versus Io Shirai, which was pretty cool.
Okay, I did not see that.
Trish Stratus. Sup?
Okay.
I don't know where you picked up. Like where
Austin Theory's empty arena promo.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
Okay, so my question was, why did they air a promo that he did in an empty ring from earlier in the day in an empty arena? Is it because they wanted him to have to do 6 fucking takes to get it done?
I had a lot of questions about a lot of things they did on this show.
Yes. Raw is a particularly bad TV show.
It's your go-home...
It's your go-home Raw.
It's your go-home Raw.
Yeah.
You're calling it WrestleMania Raw.
Right.
I get it. SmackDown happens on Fridays.
Yeah.
But...
your brands are split.
Yeah,
it's your go-home conceivably. It's your go-home Raw.
Cena hasn't been on your television since he murdered Austin Theory in that one promo.
Maybe he has, but you just couldn't see him.
That was something.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe the arena was all John Cena's when Austin Theory cut his promo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
God damn you. Yeah, he hasn't been on Raw at all.
Yeah.
The Asuka Bianca Belair just gets a little video package.
Okay.
Charlotte, Rhea, I don't even think it got a video package. I guess for the SmackDown title, Rhea goes on both shows.
Yeah.
But that barely gets mentioned. And I'm like, guys, what are we doing here?
Right.
Right. Come on now.
And a lot of people talking, and it doesn't feel like WrestleMania season.
Yeah. So when
you watch TV.
Well, and Tim and Mark are saying, they're more like the WWE show on the network.
Yeah.
Even they said it just doesn't. I'm not excited.
Right.
They said when Saturday gets here, you sit down to watch. Okay, cool.
Right.
It's exciting, but it's just just don't care.
Right. It's weird. So the Austin Theory empty arena promo, super weird. Then we get another showcase qualifier tag match for the women's WrestleMania pre-show match. It's Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green.
Poor Chelsea.
Versus Mia Yim and Candice LeRae. Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green win.
I saw it, yeah.
It just is what it is. Whatever.
These fucking showcase matches, too. You can't even make them number 1 contenders matches for the tag titles.
It's the right to be on the pre-show.
What?
Yeah, it's insane.
Come on, guys.
It's so weird. And then we get Ray in another match.
Who did he wrestle?
He wrestles Damian Priest. So this is the high point of Raw for me. In the worst way possible.
Okay.
So Damian Priest comes out for this match, and his music hits. He walks down the entranceway. He points to the sky, and then walks to the ring like this, like Scott Hall.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, do you think you're the new Scott Hall, buddy? Because we need to have a conversation.
He does have his Gary tributes all the time with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash.
There you go. So then it goes to commercial, because they do that. They'll do the one entrance and whatever, right? Sure. So I'm watching Raw live, and it comes back from commercial to a Paul Heyman interview.
Okay.
So Paul Heyman's in the back. He does his promo, and Damian Priest is just in the ring, waiting for his match to start.
Yeah, that is awkward with TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Heyman promo ends, and it cuts to a Dominic Mysterio promo in the ring.
Yeah.
That's where he says he wishes Eddie Guerrero was his real father. Okay? They do like a weird lighting in the ring where like the cast shadows are like purple under them.
Oh yeah, because Judgment Day.
Like they're spending all this money on this shit. I'm like, it's all painfully unnecessary. Okay. Then after the Dom promo, they go to a second commercial.
That's weird.
So Damian Priest, and not that I want to pity the guy in any way, but Damian Priest is now standing in the ring in an arena
that sucks.
for 2 commercial breaks.
Oh.
That's just hanging him out to dry.
Yeah, not good.
There's nothing for him to do. And if you're at a live show in attendance, it's worse. Because you're just sitting there staring at the monitors for 2 commercial breaks.
Yeah, that's... Ugh.
So, 2 commercial breaks before Priest comes out. So Priest came out for his match against Ray, and what happens is a commercial break, a Heyman promo, a Dom Mysterio promo with a video package recapping the him and his dad feud.
Yeah.
Ray's entrance, right? Another commercial break.
Oh my god. That's fucking painful.
And then when they come back from that commercial break, the match is already in progress.
Oh, good. Good pacing, everyone.
So the match goes 5 minutes.
As it should.
So I would guess 7 total, I guess, because of the commercial break. It's fucking nuts.
Oof.
It is such bad wrestling TV. It's so disjointed and terrible.
Yeah, that's really bad.
I can't fathom it. I was laughing. I was like, it actually made me feel bad for Damian Priest because he was absolutely hung out to dry. There is nothing you can do through 2-3 commercial breaks. There's just nothing you could do. And video packages, you're just standing there.
That's real bad.
Like you could just shoot 9 million imaginary arrows at the sun before anything fucking happens.
Yeah.
And he gets a 5-minute match that he loses to Rey Mysterio. It's nuts. Then we get, in case you were worried about Gunther being able to wrestle for Mania, he wrestles Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. That's weird.
And I was like, Dolph Ziggler, in case you were worried about the seriousness of this Gunther program. So that's a thing. Which, when that happens, we get a Owen Zayn recap before Gunther's entrance. So they do the same thing again. They send Ziggler out there, go to commercial.
That's weirdly formatted.
Right. Then you get the Sammy Owens backstage promo to set up for whatever.
Yeah.
Then Ziggler's out commercial within 2 minutes. That's it. It's insane. Like, the match is over. And I'm just like, I don't know. Who is this for? Like, are they programming this for TV to hype, like, all these different promos and packages to hype Mania?
Probably. Yeah.
Because you're not making a good show for the people in attendance. Like, this is an annoying show for the people. It's annoying for the people in attendance, right? Short matches that are broken up by multiple commercial breaks. It's just an annoying live experience, right? Then we get Cody versus Solo Sikoa.
Okay, I didn't think this was bad.
I like this match just fine.
Yeah.
It is a typical Cody Rhodes match.
Solo's first loss.
Which is an interesting choice to, I guess, to hype him up against Roman. I would, if a guy's had that much of a run, and not that he's like a dominant guy, but he's been wrestling a lot, him to get his first loss, you would think maybe you would make it matter a little bit more. But whatever. I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's the main event. That was all we got. That was Raw. Oh, only half of Raw because I caught about a little less than half, or a little more than half.
That's all you needed.
I don't know. But it's not entertaining.
Yeah.
At least SmackDown had the Dom and Ray segment that got me pumped up.
Yeah, this was one of those I had on in the background.
Yeah.
I was just peeking, whatever.
Yeah, Raw's a bad TV show.
3 hours is tough, man.
Yeah. I just... I
wish they would try to go back to 2, but
right,
they
and you can't. That'd be like it's like when you climb up the top rope and you just walk back down. It's just you can't. You just look like a chump.
Are you taking a shot of the Great Muda?
No, I wasn't.
You piece of shit.
I was actually quoting Dynamite Kid. Well, paraphrasing Dynamite Kid from his book. That's why he always did the headbutt.
Anything else you want to paraphrase from that book?
Nope.
Okay.
You'll find out tonight when you're sleeping.
What a piece of shit.
What a terrible person. A great wrestler. But in the book he talks about how he would get so lost in the moment that he would climb the wrong turnbuckle or not have the guy set up right, and he'd be like, well, I'm up here, I just gotta go. Because he goes, if I climb down I'm gonna look like a fool. So there you go.
Dynamite.
Yeah, that's kind of it. I feel like I was force fed Raw a little bit this week because there's not much else going on because of all the setup for Mania and the indie Mania weekend and the collective and all that. Yeah. So I was like, I guess this is the sacrifice I made for you, gentle listener, so that we had something.
Don't say DJ doesn't ever care.
Right, exactly.
Okay? He loves you.
Right, I broke the Stacy Keibler news. Now I'm watching Raw and SmackDown to help everybody out here.
You're like an industry man.
I am. I'm just that dedicated. You're not going to find this kind of dedication from anywhere else on the soon-to-be-named network.
Not me included.
Yeah, it's just not what it is. You barely do any fucking work.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
What else we got?
Rampage.
Okay, I watched this last night after Dynamite because I forgot about it again.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I watched this? Tuesday night.
Okay, because it was on Saturday, right?
Yeah, it was on Saturday, and I watched it Tuesday night. So, Powerhouse Hobbs versus Penta.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Listen,
it's just all right.
Yeah, so I made my rant about it last week and was rightfully justified in my outrage by our pal Marcus. I just wanted somebody to treat it like a big guy, like a powerhouse, if you will. And what I think Marcus said was a really good point. Like, everybody wants to go out and have that sort of instinct of we'll go out and have a long match so we could show everybody what I can do so I can get more. Yeah. And I get that want and that pull.
Sure.
But God, would it just be so much cooler to see him whoop on people. And then when Penta comes out for this match, he's pissed off.
With a hammer.
Right. So then he can get the advantage over Hobbs here because he's a little angrier. Because that's the story they still tried to tell. Is that Penta has this match for revenge, what Hobbs did to Ray Phoenix. And I'm like, well, what did Hobbs do? He just beat him clean in a competitive match.
That's all, yeah.
If he beat him like a heel and like a hoss.
Yeah, he just beat him.
Then Penta would be like, you embarrassed my brother. Yeah. I'm going to come get revenge. But they didn't do it that way.
No, he just beat him in a wrestling match.
Right. And Aubrey misses cheating, which is going to come back later.
Crazy how she always gets in Jeff Jarrett's way, though, huh?
Interesting. And I did think this one was better booked than the last week, but still just okay. But yeah, Aubrey missed cheating here. Yeah. Keep that in your mind, grapes, for the next couple of minutes.
Ricky Starks and Juice Robinson promo.
Yes, I saw this on Twitter because I had sent this to you, I think, as it aired, maybe.
I think you did, yeah.
We got Sweet Boy.
Old Sweet Boy Juice Robinson.
Yes. Calls out Juice. Juice comes out because Juice fucking rules.
Because he's rock hard.
Rock hard, Juice Robinson.
Yeah.
He calls Starks the Sweet Boy.
He's getting a little scuffle.
So, yeah. So, Juice does something here that I think is super impressive on a very small scale in wrestling, little things that matter. So he's outside the ring and Ricky, they're having their thing, and Juice goes in the ring to get away from him. And as he's running through the ring, as he slides out the other side, he grabs the microphone.
Yeah, it was smooth.
Because he has more of his promo to cut. And I'm like, God, that's so good.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a smart little wrestling thing. Because then he doesn't have to say, where's the mic? Or give me the mic. He has it, and it just looks so smooth and cool.
Yeah. Yep.
And then he says, other than maybe more my favorite thing than Sweet Boy, is he says, you want a match? He says, you ain't getting your ass whooping next week because I hate Missouri.
Yes, I hate Missouri.
And then he forgets where they are. He goes, it doesn't matter. It all stinks.
Yeah.
But yeah, he says he won't fight him next week because he hates Missouri. And I think that's hilarious.
He's going to fight him in New York City.
In New York City. I think this is a good promo.
Yeah.
I think this is a good program for both of them. I wish
agree.
Starks had a little bit more.
God. I wish Juice was allowed to curse.
Right. But if Juice can drop
a more effective curse.
Right. If Juice can drop a little fuck on this show. I'm happy for this. It'll be good. Hopefully Juice comes out of it elevated and Ricky can go on to better things because again, they've missed with him so badly.
They sure have.
So fucking badly.
Brody King, Jake Hager.
Well, there was a Jared Lethal promo before this, but it's not much of anything. Yes. Where Brody King, Jake Hager, where Jake Hager proves to us once again that he is bad at professional wrestling.
Yeah, not great. Not great, man.
I appreciate that he feels obligated to remind us that he's bad at professional wrestling.
Once a quarter.
Yeah. He's bad at professional wrestling. The funny thing about Brody King, did you see the photo shoot with him and his child?
His son, yeah. I saw that one person comment weird shit about him. Did you see it?
No.
So somebody commented, they're like, this is the problem with
that's what I was going to talk about. Yeah.
Wrestlers today.
Right. And I was just like, oh, yeah, it's like a good thing that, like, monsters don't have children. Like, Son of Godzilla.
That's the problem. Why are you posting anything like this?
How dare you procreate, you monster heel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
and I remember Brody's like, I will make you piss your own pants.
Right, like I don't understand. I'll piss your pants for you.
I'll piss in your pants.
Okay, Jimmy Lloyd, he'll shit in your pants.
Anybody find that
horse I don't understand what everyone's problem was. Like, he's taking a promo picture with his child.
Fuck kid, man.
Not like his very small child is coming out on TV as the leader of the House of Black or anything. Yeah, Buddy Murphy is hurt, so they do need a third.
They do, yeah.
But he has a child. Yeah. Congratulations. You don't want bad guys in professional wrestling to have children?
Has a child.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
you're going to be really disappointed by about 98% of other professiontional wrestlers.
Just a weird comment.
Yeah, right.
Is this next the Taya Valkyrie squash?
Yeah. So we get the Swerve promo where
what weird.
Both his guys are on the shelf because they're hurt.
Keith Lee, I'm starting to get real annoyed with you. And I'm like, dude, this has been
starting.
Yeah, I was like, what? Yeah. Like that match was like a month ago, dude. What are we talking about?
But he's bringing in somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know who.
We'll see. Who knows?
I don't know who.
You know what though? There's about a 99.999% chance it's better than who they had.
I can agree with that.
So, and then we get the Layla Gray versus Taya Valkyrie squash.
Yeah. Cool.
I get it. Again, I will ask out there in the ether, did Taya always use Jade's finish? Did Jade steal Taya's finish? Because that's what it would be, right?
Go back and watch your Taya Valkyrie tapes.
It's in the mail. I bought it off eBay on VHS. Okay, I'm waiting for it to get here.
Good.
I got to respool it, but then I'll be sure to do that.
Good.
Yeah, because I honestly don't know.
I don't know.
And then who's going to change their finish when it happens? Who knows? Did Taya get the All Elite graphic?
Yeah,
that's a shame. Marky takes the bump real good, though.
Yeah, he did. Poor Marky.
And Layla Gray took the bump fine. Layla Gray, fine, also. But yeah, Marky took it real good.
Yeah.
I like how commentary's like, that's not a real cease and desist, it's just a recommendation letter. That's hilarious. But yeah, whatever. They don't have much to do with Jade. This is at least biding time, I guess.
Fucking something.
Jade coming out in what I guess society now calls the Jeffrey Dahmer glasses.
Oh yeah.
I like it. I approve.
I like it. Everything she does all times.
Hot Goldberg has yet to disappoint me.
Go look at Twitter.
And I saw somebody say like one of her promo photos, like an actual wrestling promo photo, not her hotel room promo photos, which are better. That like she's like one of, if not the person in all of professional wrestling that looks like a wrestler.
Oh,
now.
absolutely. Yeah.
Like when you see her, like we've talked about it before, but like Vince always used to say when my guys walk through an airport, I want everyone to be like, well, what's that guy do? Yeah. And what they do now in that company is be begrudgingly sign 9 million Funko Pop boxes and autographs while people complain and say things like, if they didn't want me to harass them in an airport, they shouldn't have gotten the entertainment industry. And I'm like, go fuck yourselves. Yeah. I'm granted never in an airport, but I would just tackle just all of those assholes.
Yeah, they're awful.
Be like, run.
They're just awful.
Like sacrificing myself to a zombie horde. I would just tackle all these assholes and just scream, go save yourself. Because it's fucking nonsense.
It's bad.
Nobody owes you anything.
Nope.
Say hi. They'll probably be more than happy to take a picture with you.
Yeah.
But the random, and like, I'm not selling them. I want them for myself. Really, the experience you want for your autograph is Rhea Ripley looking the most disinterested I've ever seen a human being look, and just not even looking at the thing she's signing. That's the experience you want for an autograph.
Yep.
Because the experience I want for an autograph is when I have 30 seconds of a captive audience with Bret Hart, where I can ask him about Ric Flair not having the Simpsons figure.
Yeah.
So like, I don't understand all those fucking dumb excuses. But back to it, Jade just looks like she's a fucking special person.
She sure does.
And she absolutely is. Climbing the ranks every week. Every week somebody else gets pushed off that ladder. It's ridiculous. And then we get the main event, which is the Kingdom versus the Acclaimed with 2.0 on commentary.
Uh-huh.
I thought at first...
They love rap music.
They love rap music. At first, I wasn't paying complete attention, and I thought this was going to be a Maria Kanellis match main eventing. And I was like, wait, what's happening?
Oh, man, it's the Kingdom, brother.
It is the Kingdom.
Matt Taven.
Your
boy.
Right. Ring of Taven of Honor.
Madison Square
Taven. That's what it was.
God.
Cool. I have no notes for this match, man.
It was a match and it happened.
I like the Acclaimed rap beforehand.
It was very good.
Where he said, like, he looked at Maria Kanellis' Playboy thing and didn't get anything. I was like, that's bullshit.
You, sir, are a liar.
Yeah, you're lying to me. And it's all to sort of set up the recruitment effort. The Acclaimed are getting recruited by 2.0 into the Jericho.
We love rap music.
Appreciation Society.
Yeah. That was Rampage.
What comes after Rampage?
Dynamite. Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Why?
This is like I was like, oh, cool, Jack Perry, and I was like, oh, great, Matt Hardy. Like, Jack Perry really gets to stretch his legs and show how good he's getting, and really move himself up the card by wrestling Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy,
man, I like Jack just fine. Hardy can barely move, so like Jack has to slow himself down. Like, there's no showcase here.
Yeah.
And I don't think, at least not in his current positioning in AEW, and he gets a huge fucking pop.
Sure,
of course he does. But, like, I don't see him positioned in the company where a win over Matt Hardy does anything for you in the eyes of the fans. Like, I know everyone likes seeing Matt Hardy, but, like, when Matt Hardy loses, everybody's like, oh, I can't believe it. Like, he was booked so strong. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I'm good on seeing Matt Hardy. Man.
Yeah, he can barely move.
Care.
Everybody needs to slow down. And even, like, here's the other thing, too. Like, you know, one of the benefits of being a young wrestler in a company with an older wrestler is you get in the ring and you can learn, right? And you pick up skills you didn't have that you can't necessarily be taught, but you can learn on the job. I don't even know that Hardy has any of that to pass down.
I mean, I'm sure he does.
I'm sure he can teach you stuff, but I don't think in the ring you're going to learn anything from him by working him. I think you could be trained by him, but I don't know you're going to learn anything from spending 6 minutes in a match with him.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Not my deal.
And then Hook comes out to beat up Ethan Page, who is seemingly now friends with Matt Hardy, and
that's weird. I must have missed something there too.
The commentary did, because they were like, we don't understand.
Hook throwing some Shane McMahon-esque strikes.
Yeah, well,
a little rough, brother.
Hey,
and then after the match, MJF comes out.
Oh right, Jesus Christ!
Just cuts like a very long promo.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird because like once you cut the fat from the promos, like what he's saying, you're like, okay, yeah, like this is like good, but God, everything get there is such a problem.
This felt forever. This felt like a fucking dissertation. Like I was like, just stop already. Like the fans are chanting, "Shut the fuck up," and I get it because he's a heel.
Sure.
But like, man, I'm just like, and then when like Jack Perry starts talking back, and I'm like, no, everybody just stop, just shut up.
Even when he's like, I may not be a good talker, and I'm like, dude, you're not supposed to say that.
Right, exactly.
No, man.
Yeah, I may be real shit at this, but that doesn't mean that I can't beat you.
I'm not a piece of shit.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Just not, just all of it. Like, it's getting to the point where when MJF comes on AEW TV, I'm getting more and more disinterested. So like I don't, and like his match against Dragon, it was great.
Yeah,
and like all of us were sort of just
Dragon
like,
was awesome. Takeshita was awesome.
Right, like you can't say he hasn't been putting it on the ring because he really has been.
He's been doing good.
But when he comes out to talk, I'm like, I can't. Yeah. And so that's like, okay, but if he's not wrestling somebody great, I'm not gonna bother with it. I mean, pay-per-views obviously, but. You know, and him and Jungle Boy had that really good match all those years ago. Now, 2 years ago, whatever that was.
Yeah.
And like MJF's like, oh, I was in the ring with you and I felt I finally met my equal. And I'm like, oh yeah, did you?
Jungle Boy.
But yeah,
I don't even hate Jungle Boy.
No,
but, you know,
no, it's just awkward. Max don't do it for me. No. And he's not going to. And like it's not. And again, it's not like he's a heel that I want to see lose. He's just a guy that I'm not interested in him as champion.
He's that 1 out of 6 every 6 promos.
Right.
That's when they're good.
And I guess he does move the needle. I've made the claim before that he doesn't, and I guess he does, but for me, he doesn't.
Yeah.
For me, I don't, there's no impact there. I'm not fucking interested.
Yeah.
So, but I can be in the minority. That's fine.
Did you enjoy the Acclaimed and 2.0's night out on the town? That made me laugh a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was really
good
funny.
Times.
I like at the end, the Acclaim was like, I mean, we're not going to do anything.
Yeah, they're like, we'll let you know next week.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is cool. I like seeing 2.0 sort of featured.
Yes.
That was a funny thing happened on Rampage. We talked about it, but they came out for commentary and they didn't have enough headsets.
They did not.
So Angelo Parker was like, "You can't even get me a headset. What kind of rickety ass job is this?" Yeah. I thought that was really funny. These guys, they're funny together, man. I think they're good together. Billy Gunn's there and fun.
Billy Gunn ate a lot.
Yeah. I mean, clearly this the whole thing with the Ass Boys was to get those belts back on FTR. Without FTR killing the Acclaim to do it.
Yeah.
Because they're still keeping the Acclaim featured, so.
They sure are.
That's, I guess that's
I like this
the best we can ask for. I like it. Get 2.0 more involved and stuff, because every week the internet talks about fucking Matt Parker, Scott Parker, Matt Menard.
You know what makes his nipples hard,
right? So because of his commentary on Dark and all that sort of stuff. So
you don't want to,
so put him on TV because he does a good job of it, and they're great.
Take a swing,
right?
The beginning of my favorite part of this show.
Yes,
the Blackpool Combat Club. Beats the fucking dog shit out of Dalton Castle and the boys.
So, like, if you know me, and I'll say it for you too, because you also like them, but I was excited to see Dalton and the boys.
Oh, I love Dalton.
They still haven't gotten into an all elite graphic or Ring of Honor or anything, and I think that's a shame. I think they should definitely be Ring of Honor signed.
Agreed.
And I think they're good trios to throw in there, but whatever. I don't think Dalton Castle makes it to the fucking ring.
No.
He gets a shit kicked out of him, and then Claudio just throws one of the boys around like he's an infant.
It was sick.
It's awesome, right?
Yeah.
Blackpool Combat Club taking over.
It was awesome.
Commandeering the show.
Just the first part for them for the night.
Right, just the first part.
Yeah.
Really just a fucking absolute crushing thing. I know Mox, we didn't talk about Mox's Oral Sessions podcast.
Yeah.
I like Mox a lot. I think maybe he's friends with people I wouldn't be friends with, and he praises people I wouldn't praise, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not behind the scenes. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I agree that it's a fucking drama factory, and people need to shut the fuck up.
He's right about that.
And I like that he was just like, I wasn't under contract. I could have took that fucking AEW belt to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
What was anybody going to do about it? And he's like, but, and he also said, like, I don't need a contract. Just pay me cash in an envelope at the end of every night.
Like a real wrestler.
Right, like a real fucking wrestler.
John Mox is still my guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Forever.
Absolutely.
He's the man.
But it's sad. He said, you didn't know what the state of the business, how he was going to feel coming back sober and all that sort of stuff. So, and also I don't know if you saw, but he's the reason why they don't give a live mic to the like fans at the Bengals games anymore. Did you see that?
I did. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Because he cursed too much. So
he's the man.
He's awesome.
I love that guy.
Yeah. So that's the first little
Yeah.
BCC thing.
Yeah, which leads into Hangman getting interviewed backstage, being asked about the Bucks.
Yes.
Then Don Callis comes walking up, and he's like, we had a little misunderstanding last week, all that shit.
Yeah.
And you
because was it earlier in the show he said he was going to apologize, or was that?
Yeah, because he was with Kenny
Or was
backstage.
that later? That was earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was definitely earlier because...
right.
Blackpool
it would have to be.
Yeah, because he sticks his hand out to shake Hangman's hand.
Yes.
And Blackpool Combat Club shows out of nowhere and beats the shit out of Hangman. Right. And Callis the whole time has just like kept his hand out. And I was like, I'm like, is he like Blackpool Combat Club now? Because that's weird.
Nope.
That got answered real quick.
Yes, it did.
Because Moxley just looks at him and laid him the fuck out.
Right. And got bloodied, and everybody was like, holy shit. Like,
Don Callis bled everywhere.
Right. And I even said, like, Mox, if you don't love this business, Moxley forces you to love this business. Yeah. But he bleeds everywhere because he apparently hit his head on the way down.
Yeah, and I read the report. It was so bad that you could see a skull.
That's insane. And also to mention sort of in this segment.
Good for you, Don.
The one young buck does have a partially torn bicep. I don't know if you saw that.
Fabian?
No, they said that.
Are you getting got?
He got hurt. He's a partially torn bicep, and he's refusing surgery so he can come back sooner. Because this program is kicking off, and if he's gone,
damn.
I know. But if he's gone, then what do? Kenny, Hangman, and the one buck, like
the one buck. That should be his gimmick.
So,
the one buck.
Yeah, 50 cents. I guess that's already taken. But
the one buck.
But so whatever. They said he actually did get hurt though. So who knows?
I mean, I don't want anybody getting hurt, but,
right? But yeah, the Callis, incredible. Blackpool Combat Club continues their reign of terror here.
Yeah,
on the night,
which leads us to our next match.
Right, and we see is it Cobb comes out.
Yep.
And then Omega's in the back when they send Fathead Marvez.
Was Shivani.
Was it Shivani?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was Shivani who was like, Callis just got jumped. He's like, wait, what happened?
Yeah.
Because earlier in the night, Callis says, like, I went for a handshake, I grabbed his wrist, and I fell over. No big deal.
Yeah.
Trying to cover for the Hangman stuff.
I know. He's like, you're the one who thought he hit me.
Yeah, right. Why would you think that about your friend?
Yeah.
And Kenny's just like, oh, I have a match. I can't think about that now.
Yeah.
And he goes out to the proper Kenny Omega entrance.
The right Kenny Omega entrance music.
Right.
His New Japan entrance music.
Yes.
IWGP US titles on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Omega, Jeff Cobb.
Yeah.
They've been teasing this for a while.
They have been. Cobb doing it more so than AEW has been.
I thought this was really fucking good,
man.
Yeah,
it's really good.
I enjoyed it a lot. Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Boy, those last 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's interesting.
He has the Bucks away from him, and why is he just putting on...
It's almost like Tony Khan listens to the show. It's interesting because it is a wildly different kind of match.
Sure.
Than the one. It's a more decidedly more strong style match here. That's how Cobb wrestles. Cobb does a lot of sort of dominating in this match,
as he should,
which is interesting. Cobb. Cobb, I like Cobb. Cobb is a broad-shouldered son of a bitch, but he's also like 5'10".
Yay! Come on, what's wrong with people that are 5'10" that have broad shoulders?
Right, and I don't want to be that kind of guy. Like, and I'm not trying to say like you got to be over 6 foot to be a wrestler and all that sort of shit. But like the hard cam angle was like, so two things bothered me on this show with the hard cam angle. So the one thing is with Cobb, where it was up at such an angle that it made him look shorter than he is. And he's a big guy, and he's tons of power, and he's a good wrestler. And I tweeted last night, like, I want a new Gary Albright, just a rectangle-shaped motherfucker who's 6'4", you know? And, like, Cobb is pretty close to that guy that we have, but the height is a factor.
Sure.
But he is a strong style kind of guy. The other thing that bothered me in this thing is that the way the angle hit, so they had the red, white, and blue ropes, right? Mm-hmm. And the top rope is red, and the bottom rope is blue. And the way the hard cam was set it's like at the perfect angle where the top rope on the close side to the camera ran the exact same sort of in front of the blue bottom rope on the far side of the ring.
I did not notice that.
But I noticed it because it was in this match even, I think. They were doing something on the apron, and like the bottom rope was like vibrating when you do a move near it or off of it. And because it was red and blue, like you'd see the red and then it would like pop up behind, the blue would pop up behind it. And I was like, what the fuck's happening? Am I in 3D? Because, you know, that thing, because the 3D.
You were in 3D last night.
Because the 3D is like, all you do to make a 3D image is you just offset the red and blue layers.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, oh, this is super weird. But so it's just a weird, I think it was at a more harsh angle than it normally is. But this match is very good.
Yeah. I liked it a ton.
Kenny getting a fucking shit brick house guy like fucking Cobb up on his shoulders.
And walking around with him. I was like, dude.
It was pretty fucking crazy.
Omega, you powerhouse. What the fuck?
And like Kenny is a fantastic wrestler when not involved with the you know.
Yeah, he's incredible. I think he's amazing.
Right.
And then out comes Blackpool Combat Club at the end.
Again, right. And it's continuing yet again their reign of terror.
I was thinking, I thought Hangman was going to like run out to save Kenny.
Right. He's laid out in the back.
Yeah, but it happened a while ago. You can recover, run out, holding your head, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Out comes Bryan Danielson.
Right. So, we
haven't seen Bryan Danielson since the pay-per-view.
Not since he went home.
Yeah.
So, did you fall for this at all? Did you think this was going to be the Blackpool Combat Club sort of getting talked to by their babyface de facto leader? Like, what are you guys doing? I left and you become these terrible people.
I don't want to say fall for it because that makes me sound like I know everything in wrestling and I don't, and I hate that.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I just was living in the moment, you know, just taking it in.
As soon as he came out, I was like, he's going to double cross Kenny here, and it's going to be awesome. Yeah. And it's exactly what I wanted, and it's exactly what it needed to be.
It was
perfect television.
So good.
It is nothing new. It has happened in wrestling and wrestling TV for, dare I say, a millennia.
I just loved when Kenny, you know, he gets helped up by Dragon, and he turns to like go after Claudio or whoever it was, and you just saw Dragon crouch down in the corner, and you're going, "Oh, you're gonna die, Kenny!"
Yep.
Boom! The Psycho knee,
a great Psycho knee too.
Fucking put him in the label lock, whatever you want to call it. Awesome.
So
awesome.
Question the second with the Bucks out hurt, kayfabe or not, with Hangman seemingly beat up a whole bunch, and the Don Callis manipulation tactics going on. Do you think, or what do you think the chances are that this is Dragon Kenny for the IWGP US title, Dragon winning, and this is how we get Dragon in New Japan?
I mean, that could happen. I also think that you can maybe, I mean, it's only 4-on-4, but you could kind of do blood and guts with these guys.
Yeah.
Finally have like Hangman and the Bucks come together.
That's true.
With Kenny and even Callis being like, listen, they beat the shit out of me
JJ Dillon was in a War Games match.
He doesn't need to be in a match. But just to him for to say like, they beat the shit out of me too, I want revenge too.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Even if Blackpool wants to find a fifth member, and then Callis go, I got our fifth guy, it's Takeshita. You know, and have Takeshita with them.
Interesting.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Being a blood and guts. Way more so than whatever the fuck's going on with the women's division.
Right.
But yeah, I thought this was awesome.
Yeah, it was a great piece of TV.
I love dickhead Bryan Danielson more than pretty much anything in this world.
Yes.
So, fucking great, man.
Right.
Next I have for the international title.
Right. We did Guns promo. That was what it was.
Yeah.
And then, yeah,
Orange Cassidy versus Big Old Butch.
You and I in agreement. Not that we want to see OC lose the title, but if you're going to do it,
do it, Butch.
I ain't going to be upset you put it on Big Butch.
Oh, man.
He knows his business.
They had me believe for a second.
Yeah.
When Blade hit OC in the back with the pipe,
I
was like, "Oh man, here it comes! He's gonna lose."
Right. Yep.
OC wins. Match was like perfectly fun.
Yeah.
Butch, you know, he's not the most polished dude in the ring.
No, that's
what I love about him.
So right, one of the things that I thought was really cool in this match and remarkable in a way is there were a couple slip ups, right? So there's the spot that OC always does where he sort of does the around the world into the DDT or into the Rana, and it got delayed halfway through. Like they like Butch sort of missed his hook but so instead of just like letting it go or fumbling out of it, he just muscles OC up into a power bomb and OC hits the DDT out of that.
Good.
And I was like, oh, that's so smart for you guys. You know, and it was a little slip up, and there was a couple more. But it's what it is. Yeah. He's a brawler. He's a brute. I love him.
He doesn't need to be doing fancy moves.
No. Yeah, you know, OC wins and is the longest running defending champion. I don't know if it's the longest run, but it's the most defenses, most active. So AEW has
the Workman's title. It's the Intercontinental title.
He is a guy whose gimmick is that he's like lazy and doesn't give a shit, and he is the workhorse of that fucking company.
When he tries,
not the warhorse of that company, the workhorse of that company.
The old boar horse, eh?
Yeah, the warhorse of that company is the guy who got a tryout and was the only guy not signed after it.
Ruby Soho. I almost called her Ruby Riot. Willow Nightingale.
Back it up, pal. We get a Jade promo I don't care about. Action Andretti's just a job guy again.
I never knew he was anything above that.
So. Well, I mean, he beats Jericho, right? And they tried to make something out of him. He is now... Juice is wrestling him before his Starks match for no reason. Andretti has no tie to Starks really in any way. So he's just
Andretti has they've been pounding around. They were friends during the whole Jericho.
Oh yeah, I guess so. But like they're not, you know, it's not like they're out every week anymore.
Yeah.
And Andretti's just a weird job guy now. So that worked. Good for you, Jericho.
There.
Yeah. Yes. Willow versus Ruby. No, I thought this match was good. I just, you know, I don't know that the heels need to win every match so far in this feud.
Yeah, it is like, and it's very old school thinking,
and it's my bias because I love Willow.
Sure,
and out of everyone other than my beloved Jamie Hayter, Buzz, she's my favorite out of like the homegrowns. For sure.
Yeah.
I think she's great. I think she looked good in this match.
Super over and
I like the storytelling where like she doesn't look so happy about it, and like she goes like Ruby tries to fist bump her halfway through to get her off, and like Willow's sort of upset, like disappointed in her that she has to fight her at all. So I like that stuff. Willow nearly kills Ruby with a Death Valley Driver.
It was awesome.
It was great.
I love Willow. I love
Willow so much. She just brings so much joy. When I see her on TV, I feel so happy about it. And she's such a good fucking wrestler. And just that ultimate baby face. You just feel good. Her music is everything about her presentation is great.
She's awesome.
Her ring stuff looks awesome. And Ruby looked fine in this. But again, Aubrey Edwards misses the cheating. This is 2 shows in a row where she misses the cheating. And I'm like, well, what's going on here? Are they doing something with this, or is it just a weird luck of the draw?
Yeah, it's just luck of the draw.
But whatever it is, the match was fine. I just like watching Willow. And my bias is like, well, Willow could have won this one, but Ruby's the de facto leader now or something, whatever. But I was like, Willow could have won this one. Like, you could give the good guys a win along the way. And they're seemingly not. They're not so that when the baby faces win on the pay-per-view or the big, huge, if they do a blood and guts or a stadium stampede.
Triumphant.
Right, you get the...
I would not want to see them either of those.
You finally... I'm telling you, I still think they're building towards they're going to do a men's blood and guts and a women's blood and guts. Telling you.
This isn't a blood feud.
But yeah, this is where they're going, and then... You get the spray cans and all that nonsense.
Riho running out again.
Oh, yeah, Riho. We don't ever pipe, though.
No.
Which is upsetting.
That's why she got beat up.
It is. That's true. And then Jamie Hayter comes out.
Sure did.
In, dare I say, an all-timer outfit. And
Jamie
does probably my favorite piece of pro wrestling this week. She throws a lariat, the Haterade, that she is going to miss. And she throws it so fucking hard and with such force that she actually falls into the ropes. And it is my favorite piece of wrestling business this week because, listen, I'm not speaking out of school here when I tell you all that wrestling is predetermined. So everyone backstage knew that this was going to be a duck.
Kayfabe.
Right? And when people in wrestling a lot of times do that and they know that it's planned to be a missed thing, they don't throw as hard because they don't want to accidentally hit anybody or whatever. Yeah. And I get it in the name of safety or whatever. But there's a lot of times where that makes your shit look bad and it pulls me out of it. Put a lot of the sort of responsibility on the person ducking to get the fuck out of the way. And Ruby does that and gets out of the way in a really nice fashion and doesn't die from what this would have killed her.
Yeah, she would have got decapitated.
Yeah, this was awesome.
Jamie's the best.
Jamie Hayter fucking rules.
Main event.
Main event. Hold on, my notes just went fucking crazy. I lost my spot. Cole versus Garcia.
Your dog spot?
No, my liver spot.
My spot. Yeah, Adam Cole's comeback match.
Tell you what, if Mattel wants to give me some WCW figures,
I sent in the group. You would have made that the early backer perk. I would have spent all my money on it.
Cole versus Garcia. Adam Cole's return.
This is nothing more than an Adam Cole feel good return match. That's
right.
all.
I don't have any notes. It's fine. Right.
Not everything needs to be. I don't know. The feel good stories in there. Just him being back.
I saw people say thank God AEW has their number one babyface back, and I'm like, who? Where was he?
Damn, I didn't know CM Punk was in this match.
Did Adam Cole have somebody in his pocket? Very confused.
Yeah, it was.
But it's good. Garcia's a decent opponent for this.
Yeah.
I mean, Garcia's a good opponent for this. But yeah, it's just Cole doing his shit, a celebration.
It's fine.
Thank God he won. Otherwise, they would have wasted the money on all those streamers.
Yeah, because then Britt comes out. Yeah. They have a nice moment in the ring.
Right, which is also to help hype the Unrestricted afterwards.
And then fucking Jericho has to come out and apparently it's going to be him feuding with Adam Cole.
Yeah, so that was
I thought he was going to throw down Garcia.
Me too. So at first I thought he was going to be I can't believe you lost again. Yeah. You're out. I'm disappointed in you. You've been in the JAS for how long? And you say we put you under Sammy's wing, and you still can't win.
You can't even beat this guy who's been out for 6 months or something.
Right. And then that would be opening Garcia to join the Blackpool Combat Club and just murder people.
Oh my God! Have him be the fifth one. Holy shit!
But they didn't. So it seems to be Jericho attaching himself to Adam Cole, which is fine until Adam Cole. Has to lose to Jericho or beat Jericho and then lose the next night or whatever. And Jericho's 100% going to botch the fucking Panama Sunrise.
I'm going to say it right now. That ain't going to be in the match, brother.
Yeah?
No way.
Well, what does Adam Cole, what else does he have as a finish?
He has the the reverse Shining Wizard kind of.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
The last shot, I think they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was,
fine.
I'm happy he's healthy.
Yeah, this wasn't
matters.
This wasn't like a, hey, watch this match. This was like, hey, this guy's back. It's, 9 months plus. So.
Good for him, man.
Yeah.
That's all that happened in America.
Well, so I watched AEW Unrestricted, and I know you did too. And I was just very briefly, I don't know that I'm going to continue to watch this thing, but I was interested.
Not.
Right? So the first 5 minutes of the show is within the first 5 minutes, there's a good 3 minutes of burying Thunder Rosa.
It's just like, all right, listen, man, we know like this isn't
right, and the era that they're filming is from when Toni Storm was interim champion. Yeah. So Saraya, Britt, and Tony are hanging out, and like, I remember it wasn't Saraya at this point.
No, she was there.
And they're like saying how it's unfair that you're interim and this and that Rosa can do all these seminars. She's flying everywhere every weekend, but she can't show up to work.
Which is right.
It's valid.
It's a valid point.
It's valid. And then like later on, they juxtapose this with like Thunder Rosa crying, or a show for next week she's gonna be crying. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, so this is manufactured behind the scenes bullshit.
Well, yeah.
And then we get the Bucks thing where they're like, with what happened, we don't want to talk about it.
They're like, we almost retired.
Yeah, right.
I wanted to be like, fuck.
Yeah, you should have. Like,
damn, Phil really got him.
That's what I was going to say was...
he would have shot up the just supposed to a good guy list.
Fuck CM Punk for not finishing the job. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, this is an eye on his report card. It's incomplete.
I was laughing when the one Buck was like, this is like a real black eye in our career. And I'm like, yeah, like the one he fucking socked you in the eye, right? Too? How about that black eye?
And that's the thing.
Let's go, Phil.
This thing basically becomes the Young Bucks show. Like, this is just an extension of BTE.
Yeah,
and I'm just not fucking interested. Right? Eddie Kingston disappoints me for the first time in my life by giving those assholes a big old hug, because like most of this show is their big return.
Yeah,
to backstage and seeing everybody and joking around and all that sort of shit.
I said to you last night, the only like part of it I was like kind of interesting was Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti coming off as like very likable,
right?
Like
nice, real human beings.
Yeah, and I'm going, oh wow,
excited to be the main event against Danielson.
Yeah. I thought that was very nice.
Right,
like they just came off as nice people.
Right.
Nothing. Like, listen, I know their characters on TV. I know Sammy's a bit of a fucking asshole for just secondhand hearing, but yeah, you really go, okay, they're pretty likable.
Right, yeah, I thought they were likable people. But overall, it's just crappy pap. Over-rehearsed crappy pap.
Too much, man.
Yeah, and I'm just not interested, honestly. Like, I mean, it's better than Slap Fight or whatever the fuck that was called. And I might just throw it on every now and then. Like, if it's not centered on the Bucks every week, like if we get an Eddie Kingston episode or something, I'll watch. Like, I think I set it to record so I can fast forward through shit.
I put it on too.
Yeah, but it so quickly became just the Young Bucks show.
Like they literally show on the preview for this season or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, Ruby confronting Ty being like, one time's an accident. You do it again, we're going to have a fucking problem.
Right.
I was like, all right.
Right.
Come on.
Right. Exactly.
Like, let's not do that.
Yeah. It's just it's over-rehearsed bullshit.
Which I hate.
So, but whatever. People like what they're going to like.
Yeah.
But that, my friend, that is everything.
Yeah. You want to hop on a real quick plane?
Real quick. No.
Is that Bugs?
It's Bugsy. That's Bugsy Snores.
Boogie.
We're in Japan.
Oh, shit. I didn't know we're recording already. Whoops. You fuck. You can't do that to me.
I just stopped
you son of a bitch.
All I did was stop it to put the music in.
Oh.
So as we said earlier, my thought for this segment even tonight was just going to be to play the music. We were going to play the music, and then I was going to go, oh, where the shit is it? Where's everybody?
Oh, yeah.
And then just ended. But last night I did find the Stardom show. So we did watch a very small piece of Stardom, New Blood Premium.
New Blood Rising.
New Blood Rising. FUNB from Stardom.
I'm real upset Kairi Sane didn't come out with the FUNB. And just point and go, NB stands for New Blood. You figure out the rest, brother.
I will tell you that I'm not disappointed in anything that Kairi was wearing this night in Stardom. So I watched 3 matches from this.
The fuck, man.
What?
You're a greaseball.
She looked good.
She did.
It was like goth Kairi, and I've never really seen her gothed out, I don't think.
She's evil.
She looked good. Now. It was Io that was with Evil, right?
Yeah.
That's weird. They're not still?
Nope.
Good. I watched Julia versus Aya Sakura. Nothing to write home about. I like Julia. Julia. So I wanted to watch it. It's short. Nothing to write home about. This was I'm sorry. I also watched another match. I watched because I was interested in the name. Not the first name, but the second name. I watched Sexy Dynamite Princess.
Okay.
Versus Super Strong Stardom Big Machine.
Yes.
Because I love that the Super Strong Machines are still a thing in Japan. And
still.
Everybody, DDT has them. Everybody does a ripoff of the Super Strong Machines.
It's great.
So this is Super Strong Stardom Big Machine. And Sexy Dynamite Princess is Maria May.
Oh, yes. I know who that is. Okay.
Respectfully. And her gimmick is just she just literally twerks and then gets beat up. But she does win in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
There was also the New Blood Tag Team Title Tournament semifinals and finals on this show.
Yeah, so I only watched the finals.
Yeah, me too. But I guess there's a belt for it. That wasn't for the tag belts.
These are new belts.
Are they the New Blood belts?
They're the New Blood tag titles. They're new belts.
Okay.
So from what I've read up a little bit about this...
but they don't replace the tag titles. There are tag champions, and then there are the FUNB tag titles.
Yes,
they say NB on the title.
I agree. It should say FU as well. One should say FU, the other should say NB.
Right, absolutely.
So from what I read, New Blood is kind of like Stardom's showing to showcase new people.
Okay, that's weird because...
I kind of think of it as almost like a little bit of an NXT.
Yeah, but also...
I understand you still have star power on it, but there's still some newer people.
Because Dark Starlight Kid was in this match, and everybody knows who she is. But okay.
Yeah.
We're jumping... Oh, no, that is the next match. That's not the main event.
No.
So this is the first thing you watched, right?
Yes, this is for the New Blood Tag Team titles. The team of Karma.
Yes.
Which has a gimmick where I'm like, oh, this is not good. And Starlight Kid, which I like a lot.
Okay.
Going up against the team of God's Eye.
Karma did the fireball, right? She was magical.
It was I wouldn't refer to it as a fireball.
Well.
It was like a fire flicker.
Okay, that's fine.
Going up against God's Eye, 2 members of God's Eye.
Yes.
What a great stable name.
Yes.
Murray
and... a family.
And Tamaka Inabe.
Yes.
I really enjoy God's Eye.
Yeah.
There's some rough shit kickers, man.
They are,
I'm into that.
Yeah, I liked Mirai. Mirai was when we caught, I think on the first Stardom show we watched here a couple weeks ago, it was oh, Mirai, okay.
Yeah.
And this is Karma and Starlight Kid win.
Yeah, Starlight Kid hits a cool Asai moonsault.
Yeah.
I loved the finish. It was the half and half suplex.
Yeah.
The bridge on that motherfucker.
Yes. So
wow.
Mirai takes 2 neck bumps back to back to end this match.
The way you do it.
Because the finish was the tiger, right? Or was she half tiger, half regular?
It was half and half.
Okay.
And she takes it, and Starlight Kid kind of just, when she hit her bridge, I was like, oh my God, my knees would have blown out if I tried that.
Yeah, absolutely.
When after the 3 count happens, she kept the bridge held for a good 5 seconds, and I'm like, that's such Japanese wrestling.
Yeah,
they always do that, man.
Yeah, and again, a 13-minute match.
It was fun.
Tons of bangers. Yeah. A good little match. It's 7.5 based out of 7 votes on Match Guide from Cage Match, which is what I'm using. And I thought this was a good little match, and I was excited that we got to watch it. I'm glad it got uploaded.
Yes.
If you want to see it, reach out.
Yeah. And then main event.
Yes.
This was featuring 2 members of the stable, Cosmic Angels.
Yes.
Tam Nakano.
Yes.
And Waka 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 Tsukiyama. Going up against the aforementioned Kairi
Yes.
I don't know if she's going by Kyrie Sane.
Yeah, just
Kyrie
Kyrie. According to Cage Match, just Kyrie.
Apparently now she's saying that she's also a free agent.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
She said, she goes, I want to wrestle WWE's best. I want to wrestle AEW's best.
Interesting.
Too. Get her in
Well, she's all like gothed out in this match, and I'm very happy about it.
And her tag team partner, Nene Takahashi.
Oh, I was going to say Nene.
Nene Takahashi.
Nene Takahashi.
Waka 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 and Nene.
And Nene.
So I read up a little bit about this because I'm wondering, okay, why is this main eventing?
Yeah.
So Waka Waka is she's a member of Cosmic Angels.
Yes.
She's on like an insane losing streak.
Oh, okay.
And like can't win at all. And doubting herself, just dying for a win, desperate for a win.
Yeah.
So this match I thought was really good.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It goes like 22 minutes.
Yeah. Kyrie Sane is fucking awesome.
Yeah, Kyrie rules.
I always forget how much like I loved her initial NXT run.
Yeah.
Like her versus Shayna Baszler and stuff. Those matches are amazing.
Yeah, awesome.
Well,
and Nene is like an older lady, sort of a shit kicker.
So she holds a belt.
Okay. Right, she was with the yellow hair, right?
Yeah, kind of like that Billie Eilish hair, as the kids, whatever the kids do now. I forget what belt she holds. I don't know if I'm able to pull it up right now. If it's going to tell me, no, it's not. But she was trained by Animal Hamaguchi.
Oh, okay.
And one of her nickname is Flying Explosion Refrigerator.
Oh,
that's always fun. So I figured it out.
Okay.
She's currently one half of the tag team champions.
Okay.
As part of her team 7 Up.
Okay.
With her teammate YUU.
Okay.
And she's actually one of...
I believe that's pronounced you.
You. She is an original wrestler from All Japan Women's.
Oh, really?
So...
Right, was she the yellow-haired lady in this?
She's 44.
Yeah, I thought she was like an old... For especially for Joshi, you see a lot of Joshi like retiring early.
Yeah. So she...
I mean, she was a shit kicker.
Yeah. She also was one of the people to help get Stardom off the ground.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So that's very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought this match was a ton of fun, man.
Yeah, it's an 8.47 on Cage Match. I don't know that I would rate it that high, like a 4 1/4.
If I was like,
but it was
more
really good.
Emotionally invested with like the story of Waka Waka.
Yeah, right.
I could see that.
It's weird that Stardom doesn't do the American commentary.
Yeah,
like,
especially because I saw a thing with Tony Khan this week. They asked him about Stardom.
Yeah,
and he goes, I've already had talks with like New Japan to be like, hey,
good.
It's your sister promotion. I really want to get involved with Stardom.
Right.
Too.
Yeah.
So man, they're working with everybody. DDT,
good,
Tokyo Joshi,
right? Because they get like Yuka Sakazaki and
Noah. Yeah, now they want Stardom too. So I'm cool with that. Man.
Yeah. Right.
I read a little bit, some of like the transcript from like after promo.
Yeah.
And Waka was asking Tam Nakano, she goes, "Am I still allowed to be in Cosmic Angels?"
That's funny.
And they said people were crying.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. And
okay.
So,
nice. I get
it. It was a fun,
I thought it was a good match.
2 fun tag matches to watch. And let's get our asses back to America. That's it.
That's the end of Japan.
Yeah, that's all.
Short segment.
So
for all you non-Japanese fans.
Yeah. I guess we'll go by default.
Yes.
What was your favorite American match? What was your favorite Japanese match this week?
Shit.
Sorry, international.
International. My favorite. Oh man, that's tough.
I know. See, good. This is a week where it's
tough
going to be tough
because there's not to me a necessary standout. I mean, I guess there is. Oh man. I guess it's Omega Cobb.
Yeah, same.
I think that's the closest thing to a standout. I think AEW had a lot of really good segments, and WWE had 1 or 2. But like in ring work, I guess it's Omega Cobb.
Yeah, that's mine.
I think it's gonna be much harder to pick that for next week.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Which will also have a very short international section, if one at all, because everybody's gonna be here all weekend and then traveling back. So
we probably won't even have one next week.
Noah might have something going on because there's not a lot of Noah people over here.
They have matches going on now, but that fucking
nothing good.
Is a mess. Dude.
I look, but I don't know.
No,
I don't know. But yeah, and then international.
Which of the Japanese matches did you like?
I like the main
okay.
Cosmic Angels versus Kari and Nene.
Me too.
The best. Yeah, they're pretty easy. Again, not like I don't think either of these are like you gotta see them.
No,
but they're the two best matches that we've watched this week.
Very good.
They are. Yeah,
but they're nothing where if you get time, watch them.
Yeah,
they're solid.
They're very solid wrestling matches. Absolutely.
Yeah. So since we're doing a little bit of the early shit, we're gonna be watching a bunch of shit this weekend.
We are.
I know we have our schedule out. We're gonna try to watch New Japan Impact show tonight.
Yep.
ROH tomorrow. There's a Tokyo Joshi Pro show tomorrow from Los Angeles. DDT shows. Of course, all the stuff over the weekend. Saturday, we're not watching WrestleMania Night 1 live because we're going to be at Life of Agony and sick of it all.
Right. We're going to be being awesome there.
For some reason, you're there. Come say hello.
Yes.
Night 2 Mania, we're watching live. Got to watch the fucking Hall of Fame ceremony at some point because I said to you, this is a great class, I think. So just a ton of fucking wrestling.
Right. And so, we tweeted it out. If you're looking and you're listening to this and you haven't signed up yet, go use our code to sign up for Fight TV or Fight TV Plus.
Shout the fuck out to Daniel Silver.
Absolutely. Silverthorn.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Much appreciated.
Shout out to Kevin Ford for winning the code off our backs.
Big old winner, you.
Right. And to give you a big old congratulatory hug when I see you and a deep soul kiss.
Yes.
So sign up with our code. It's out there. Check it out. And because we're gonna be watching the collective stuff, which is there's 2 DDT shows. I'm probably gonna pick and choose Bloodsport. I'm gonna at minimum, I'm gonna watch Moxley's Bloodsport because that man doesn't disappoint.
It's John fucking Moxley.
The Impact New Japan's is loaded. Ring of Honor is one of the most loaded
shows being
shows.
In Los Angeles.
Yes,
it's gonna be very late.
Yeah, I'll be watching. I'll be playing catch up all week
for sure.
But yeah, I mean the Ring of Honor show is one of the most stacked pay-per-views I've ever seen from any company ever. I'm
so excited.
Impact has a really good card.
Yeah, that New Japan
with Josh Alexander getting hurt, Leo Rush Kushida is going to be real good.
I'm very excited about that.
So that's going to be cool. And then like I said, we'll catch up on Night 1 of Mania. We're going to watch Night 2 in its entirety, and just see what we can do. Just cruise.
Yeah.
So it's a big week in wrestling. So we're going to have a big show next week.
Sure.
We're going to have a big show next week. No more BS though.
No, none.
So strap in for that. I'm sure everyone is going to be watching a ton of stuff. So if you're wondering on match recommendations while stuff is happening or whatever, you can always shoot us a line because we'll at WeNeedWrestling on Twitter because we'll always if we watched it and we thought it was good, we'll very happily let you know, or we'll be tweeting about stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of fucking wrestling.
There's a lot.
So
I feel like I'm not going to watch as much as I did last year.
Yeah.
But I also feel like I'm watching more at the same time. I don't know why.
Right.
Did you buy anything today?
Well, today.
This week.
This week.
Did
I buy anything this week? No. I did buy a couple DVDs, but they're not. Well, one is wrestling related, actually. I wanted to watch a movie, particularly with today, this week, this past couple of weeks, current climate, somewhat politically. Are you familiar with the movie To Wong Fu? Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. Yeah. So Michelle's never seen it. I wanted to watch it.
Michelle's never seen that?
She's never seen it.
That shocks me.
Yeah, and so it's not streaming anywhere. So I did one of those.
That also shocks me.
Right. So I went on eBay and found like a pre-owned DVD seller. Yeah. It was like buy 4, get 10% off and free shipping.
Oh, okay.
And they were like $4 DVDs.
Oh, jeez.
So I got To Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. I got a 4-pack, like it was one cost of the first 4 Batman movies, like the 2 Keatons, the Kilmer, and the Clooney. Shaolin Soccer, which also isn't streaming anywhere, and I love with all my heart.
Okay.
And Beyond the Mat.
You don't have Beyond
I
the
don't
Mat?
know Beyond the Mat.
Maybe I don't know Beyond the Mat.
But on
you have a VHS copy of Beyond the Mat.
No.
I'm almost positive.
Oh yeah, I do. I do have a no. I strangled maybe I do. But I bought it on DVD with the Jesse Ventura commentary one.
Oh, wonderful! Good.
Which I've never heard.
Gosh,
I'm sure it's terrible.
Oh, I can't wait.
So I picked that up because I didn't know that. All on DVD. I love DVDs because they're super cheap, and I'm not like a stickler for like what do I need to see the why do I need to be able to count the nose hairs on Dennis Stamp?
That's the best part.
So
I also purchased.
That was it.
Some multimedia.
Did you?
So, IVP.
My
brother. You are hurting me.
Yeah.
So he started doing like rivalry box sets.
Okay.
So I got the Tommy Dreamer versus Raven complete feud.
Well, I saw that. Yeah.
I got the Rob Van Dam versus Jerry Lynn complete feud.
Ooh, that's nice.
And the entire run of Cactus in ECW.
Ah, that's cool.
So I was like, all right.
What to do? Was it wacky? Like $20 a pop because Blu-rays?
Less than that. Yeah.
Oh,
Blu-rays
yeah? Okay.
It was like
nice.
12.
Okay.
I think. So
are they one-time jobbers or are they going to be up all the time?
No, I think they're up all the time.
Cool.
They had some more shit this month where I'm already like, I'm going to skip the box stuff that I normally get and just buy. I'm a sucker for complete rivalry collections.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah,
every match, every promo.
That's really cool.
Amazing. Or somebody's complete run.
Yeah.
Like complete Cactus start to finish in ECW.
Yeah, that's cool.
Perfect.
Man. All right. IVP, if you're listening, buddy, I'm a Patreon guy for like 3 years now. If you want to throw together a Funk Flair 89 Blu-ray, because I have it on DVD, but only the first half.
I'll keep my eye out.
Yeah, I'll be more than happy, pal.
But
we did we made purchases today.
Yeah, so
as you walked in my house, I was in the middle of a purchase. You interrupted me,
which turned into my purchase as well.
At my computer in shame. You walked in on me at my personal computer in shame.
I wouldn't say in shame.
All the Mattel releases today. We talked about it a little bit earlier.
Crazy.
Look it up. Go to Ringside Collectibles. Go to Fig Heel. Check all that shit out.
Yes,
it's fucking crazy. All the big teases.
I woke up this morning in a tizzy.
Yeah.
Because good brother Marcus sent a message to the group while I was still sleeping, probably, and said, "Yeah, this isn't a joke." And I ordered the Ultimate 2-pack, Amazon exclusive, debut Undertaker, and the gobbledygooker.
And the fucking gooker.
Goddamn right.
Crazy.
I'd said it's going to be my centerpiece for every holiday, whether it's at my house, relative's house, random's house. That fucker's going right in the middle of the table.
I like the idea of you showing up to random people's houses with a gobbledygooker.
Oh, I am. I'm not going to be like, oh, here's a plate of food. No, here's your
I like it.
Christmas gooker.
I like it. Yeah.
Easter gooker.
Right. St. Patrick's Day gooker.
Earth Day gooker.
Ooh, Earth Day, Arbor Day gooker.
Oh, that's the most famous gooker of them all.
Absolutely.
So I bought that.
Yeah.
And then a couple hours later, Kevin Ford sent a message to the group saying, hey, look what just went up for pre-order on Target.
Yeah.
It was a Legends line. I had to get a Brother Love.
Yeah, the Brother Love.
Little Sweet Brucey.
So we've been getting the Legends line around here a little easier.
We have been. It's surprising.
And we've seen them. So I'm hoping that I run into a Brucey there. Yeah. He's very red-faced.
It's because he forgot to take his pills.
Right. But like for an elite, tons of accessories. The book has all that
heads.
Shit. Right. All the hands. I don't know if he has a second.
Maybe he doesn't. Oh, maybe the glasses are off.
Yeah, I think the glasses are off his head. But he has the book. He's got the papers.
The hands with the rings on.
Right, all the ringed hands. It's a great figure. I'm going to get it one way or another.
And I could put the Brother Love with the debut Taker.
There you go. Problem solved.
Look how that works out.
Right. Yeah, we're now only like a half a step away from getting Rio Rogers action figure.
San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, please.
So
and then I also brought to my attention by one Mr. Adam Van. The Hall of Fame merchandise went up today.
Yeah.
So I went and I looked, and there's a Great Muta shirt. And I was like, oh, fuck. look at this.
Is it the Great Muta by himself or is it the group shot?
No, it's a Great Muta by himself.
Oh, really? I thought
you
I
didn't see that.
No, I saw the group shot where he's just in the back.
So I thought about getting that one, but
Yeah.
I didn't. I got this one instead because it's by himself.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's real cool. Okay.
So I got that thanks to Todd because he said you should get it. Sign the enabler. My response, well, I have to now.
Right, absolutely.
So I also got that.
Okay.
And then when I walked in on you making a purchase.
Right. You walked in on me in shame at my computer.
Which turned into me making a purchase.
So tons of reveals this week, or today, of elites and ultimates and new lines.
Crazy shit, man.
Stuff that's running through the end of next year.
Yeah.
The next sort of Coliseum collections, all that sort of stuff to get us all in a tizzy. But they restarted as ringside exclusives the Defining Moments line. Boxes are the same.
I always loved Defining Moments.
Yeah.
I always thought they were so fucking cool.
I don't think I have a Defining Moments.
You do. Just not in box.
Is the Mania 3 a Defining Moment?
Mania 3 Macho Man,
that's a defining moment? Okay.
Yeah.
But the boxes are cool, and there was 4 of them coming out.
The Mr. Hitman that I have signed is a Defining Moment.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
So there's a Hitman, there's a Sean.
So Hitman is from WrestleMania. Was WrestleMania 8 against Piper?
Yeah.
Sean is from, I think Kevin Ford said a Rumble, maybe, with the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And, Cody Rhodes.
Cody with the torn pec.
Which is still blows my mind.
It's the best Cody figure. If I was to buy a Cody figure, it'd be that one, but I'm not doing that. No. I'm not a dummy.
And Mankind from King of the Ring 90.
Right. The tooth in his nose.
Oh, the head has the fucking tooth in the nose, man.
And they
thumbtacks in the back,
right? And they were calling it a 4-pack.
I got real nervous.
That it was going up for sale at 5:00, which is around the time you get here.
Yeah.
I was sitting on my computer working, and I was like, "Oh, it's like a minute after 5. Let me look," because we weren't sure they were going to be sold singly. And we went, and I brought it up right before you got here, and they were sold individually. If you bought them in a 4-pack, you got them in a fancy box. But Ringside has them broken down individually. So I had already had in my cart the one. Mankind. You walked in and you were like, I only want one. And you were like, the Mankind. I was like, okay, that's 2 Mankinds. Let's save on shipping.
Yeah.
And then you also got the King Harley pre-order.
Yeah, so they are re-releasing the very limited release Harley Race.
Right.
King Harley Race.
Yeah.
It was like a super fucked up distributed figure, super hard to find.
Yeah, absolutely.
So them putting that back out, I fucking love Harley Race.
Yeah.
So pumped about that, man.
I am hedging my bets that they do a NWA blue and red robe Harley.
Is he going to come with a briefcase full of money?
I hope so. Kabuki!
Somebody take the damn money.
So I'm hoping, because while King Harley is great and blonde-haired Harley, I like brown-haired Harley with the mutton chops.
Sure.
So I'm hoping they do that Harley.
Hopefully somebody can get the rights to that NWA heavyweight title.
Right.
So I can fucking get that with
Does
it.
WWE not have the right? Oh, I guess because Corrigan owns all that shit.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. I'll buy from Turnquist for that. I'll get a big gold.
7-time
They're not big gold, but yes, the 10 pounds of gold. Is that what that one was?
I told that motherfucker.
Yeah, so we saved on shipping and got that deal going. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, dude.
So that's restrained purchases, I would say.
I made some more room on my work desk this week.
Yeah.
So I added like another one of those like white plastic like tiered displays. So that's another 15 figures I could have on my work desk. Or no, 15.
Yeah.
So that's good. So I made a little bit of room.
Yeah, we got to get you down for a detail, brother.
Fucking $130.
I know, right?
Dick, man.
Yep.
Yeah, man. That's it.
That's the show. That's all we got.
That's all we had.
We stretched it out, I think, as much as we could stretch it out. Thanks for listening, everybody. We're going to go watch Ring of Honor.
Yes, we are.
The go-home show for the pay-per-view.
Yes.
So thanks for listening. We'll be back next week. Enjoy your fucking WrestleMania weekend if you're listening to this before that. If you're listening to it after, I hope you enjoyed your fucking WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
This has been We Need Wrestling. You can find us online at We Need Wrestling on Twitter and Instagram, and eventually Hive, because who knows what the fuck Twitter's going to do in the next week.
I feel like that's been forever.
It'll be interesting. Email the show at WeNeedWrestling@gmail.com. We're on Facebook. We're part of the Soon to Be Named Network at STBN Network on Twitter, soon-to-be-named-network.com, soon-to-be-named-network.tumblr.com. All the shows there, At Odds with Wrestling. Lots of wrestling coverage. At Odds with Wrestling, Final Wrestling Place. We're going to be covering we're going to be jam-packed this whole week. Puzzle Warriors 3, Hit My Music, Wings on Wings, Profane Argument. Everything's out there. Check that all out. Hayabusa is happening apparently at some point.
Eventually.
Check all those shows out. We are a community here, and we've all sort of somehow organically fallen into different little spots of wrestling coverage. And we all have little overlaps, but also some, we're all in the same Venn diagram, but we're spread out too, so that's kind of nice. And we'll be back next week with all the wrestling talk. If it's not a 5-hour show, I'm going to be shocked.
Damn, it's going to be long.
It's going to be long.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
You're listening to the soon-to-be-named network, the Lamborghini of podcast networks.
Knock it off, nerd.